we looking at?
We're looking at a revolution in loudspeaker technology. So the problem is actually pretty simple. I'm going to talk evolution a little bit. So we all know we can get a big, beautiful 100, 120-inch picture pretty easily today. Meanwhile, the technologies and quality around loudspeakers essentially stayed stuck in that mid-70s paradigm.
I've always noticed that, speaker technology has not really moved like video technology, for example.
My ex-boss, George Lucas, said sound is 50% of the movie-going experience. The emotional content is in the sound.
So, okay, so you identified these 50 problems or so. What are some of the basis of these problems?
One of the bases that we solve actually with this is the dispersion of sound in a room. Speakers radiate into a room with sound, with sort of a sound bubble that changes with frequency. If it's all spraying into the room evenly, you have better consistency from room to room and better sound throughout the room.
Mm-hmm.
Which means
location to location.
From location. So
another problem, though, that you've identified is the complexity of these systems. Right? You've got amplifiers, you've got cables running everywhere, and it's so complex to set them up.
What we did in this loudspeaker is we made it a fully powered speaker. All you have to do with the speaker is plug one wire into the power of the wall, and then plug one Cat5 cable right over here, and that Cat5 cable receives the sound. And everything else is done inside the speaker, what's called a crossover, the equalization, the amplification. Everything is nicely contained in here so that those racks of equipment you'll see in a big home theater are gone.
You said connected with a Cat5 cable, so this is essentially a networked device.
It's in contact your integrator and go, can you make sure that my system's working? And with one ping, they can run a self-diagnostic test and make sure everything is right.
Well, I got to tell you, I have heard these speakers. I heard first a stereo pair at CEDIA, the CEDIA show. And just yesterday, a multi-channel array in a home theater setup, and sound quality is phenomenal.
Thank you.
Just phenomenal. It won Best Sound at CEDIA by many, many people, including myself. One other thing we want to talk about is this cabinet.
Yeah, we actually made this out of tungsten impregnated urethane, which actually gives us a lot of benefits, including the fact that it's a lot more rigid, a lot more damped, easier to make the shape we want, and also more resistant to droppage and breakage during shipment.
Technology is doing amazing things, as evidenced by this with sound. Like I never imagined that a pair of speakers could be designed to the point where you could be anywhere in the stereo field and still get kind of an equal stereo field out of it.
Right.
So who is this aimed at?
The first set of customers is high-end home cinema owners who want to have their private cinema and who are spending this amount of money actually already on more traditional loudspeakers, but who are forward-thinking. So people who may look at a Tesla car and go, that's cool, there's a lot of invention in there, that's a cool thing, and who want reliability, want great sound, want connectivity.